Welcome to Offbeat Wanderlust. If you're ready for adventure with a side of humor, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into the hidden gems of Krakow, Poland, a city packed with history, culture, and some seriously cool spots you won't want to miss. From ancient salt mines to lively vodka crawls, we've got it all. Make sure to stick around until the end, because number 10 is something you definitely don't want to miss. Trust me, you'll be kicking yourself if you do. Ready to explore? Let's get started. Number 1. Visit Auschwitz-Birkenau. No visit to Krakow is complete without a deeply moving and educational trip to Auschwitz-Birkenau. This sobering experience gives you a powerful glimpse into one of the darkest chapters in human history. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's a reminder of the atrocities committed during World War II. Now, I know this doesn't sound like your typical fun travel stop, but trust me, this is one of those places where history comes alive in a way that leaves you reflective. If you're planning your Krakow itinerary, this visit will add depth to your journey. It's a chance to honor the past while learning lessons that are still relevant today. Plus, it's a great excuse to dust off your history buff hat. Stick with me though. Things get lighter from here. Number 2. Salt Mine Guided Tour. Next up, let's venture underground, literally. The Wieliczka salt mine is like a trip to a magical salt kingdom. And no, I'm not talking about a spa day gone wrong. This UNESCO-listed site is an actual underground world carved from salt, with caverns, chapels, and even an underground lake. Don't worry, you won't need to pack your flippers. A guided tour will take you through its winding tunnels and reveal the secrets of this fascinating site, like how the miners carved statues out of salt. I mean, when you've got that much salt lying around, why not? So, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be surrounded by salt without it being on your fries, this tour is a must. Number 3. Visit Schindler's Factory. Now let's turn to a piece of Krakow's modern history, Schindler's Factory. Yes, this is the real-life factory made famous by the film Schindler's List. But don't expect just a factory tour. This is a full-blown museum experience. You'll step inside what used to be an enamelware plant and get a gripping, immersive walk through Krakow during World War II. It's filled with exhibits that show how Oskar Schindler saved the lives of over 1,000 Jewish people during the Holocaust. You'll leave with your heart full and your head spinning with the stories of bravery and survival. Spoiler alert, you'll probably want to rewatch the movie afterward. Number 4. Rheineck Underground Museum, Guided Tour. Time to head back underground, but this time, we're staying in the city center. The Rheineck Underground Museum is like peeling back the layers of Krakow's history, quite literally. Beneath the bustling market square, this museum lets you walk through medieval Krakow, complete with ancient merchant stalls and streets from over 700 years ago. It's like time travel without the weird outfits. Plus, the interactive displays are perfect for anyone who likes to mix a little tech with their history. If you're a fan of underground adventures and learning how Krakow has evolved from its medieval roots, this tour is a must on your list. Number 5. Join a vodka bar crawl. Now, after all that history, it's time to loosen up. How about joining a classic vodka bar crawl? And yes, this one's as fun as it sounds. Poland is known for its vodka, and Krakow is the perfect place to dive right into the local scene. On this crawl, you'll hop from bar to bar, sampling different flavors and styles of Poland's favorite spirit. Think of it as a cultural lesson with a kick, literally. Plus, you'll meet fellow travelers and maybe even locals who can share their secret vodka drinking techniques. Tip: pace yourself. So, if you're ready for a night of fun, laughter, and possibly some questionable dance moves, this is the tour for you. Number 6. See the exhibits at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Krakow. Art lovers, this one's for you. Mokak, Krakow's Museum of Contemporary Art, is a vibrant contrast to the city's historical charm, with exhibits that challenge the norm and push the boundaries of what art can be. You'll find everything from quirky installations to thought-provoking pieces that leave you scratching your head. One minute you'll be marveling at a modern sculpture, and the next you might find yourself asking, is that a vacuum cleaner as art? Yes, it's that kind of place. If you're up for something different and a break from Krakow's medieval vibes, Mokak offers a fresh, creative perspective on the world. Number 7. Wander around Market Square. Krakow's Market Square, or Rynek Główny, is like the beating heart of the city. It's one of the largest medieval town squares in Europe, and trust me, you'll feel its energy the moment you step foot in it. Whether you're admiring the stunning architecture of St. Mary's Basilica, people watching from a cafe, or browsing through stalls in the cloth hall, this square has something for everyone. And if you hear a trumpet, don't panic. It's just the hourly bugle call from the tower. They stop mid-note, and no, it's not a mistake. It's a quirky tradition with historical roots that keeps things lively. So, grab a coffee, stroll around, and soak up the magic of Krakow's iconic square. Number 8. Climb the Town Hall Tower. Free entrance on Mondays. Looking for killer views without blowing your budget? Then don't miss climbing the Town Hall Tower, especially on Mondays when entrance is free. Standing at 70 meters tall, this Gothic tower offers sweeping views over Market Square and the city beyond. It's the perfect place to snap those Instagram-worthy shots. Just make sure you're ready for a workout because the stairs are steep. The climb itself feels like a mini adventure through history, with every floor offering something new to discover. So, whether you're after the panoramic views or just want to get your steps in for the day, the Town Hall Tower is a must-do on your Krakow list. Number 9. Eat a classic Krakow snack at Plaque-Nowy. Ready for a snack break? Head over to Plaque-Nowy in the Kazimierz district, where you'll find zapiekanka, Krakow's answer to pizza. It's an open-faced baguette smothered in mushrooms, cheese, and your choice of toppings. Basically, the perfect street food for when you're on the go. Plaque-Nowy is the best spot to grab one, with vendors lining the square, ready to serve up this tasty, carb-loaded delight. Grab one, explore the market stalls, and soak in the laid-back vibes of this vibrant neighborhood. It's a local favorite, and let's be honest, what's a trip without indulging in the local flavors? Handasis. Number 10. Zakopane tour with thermal pools and hotel pickup. And now for the big reveal. Remember that thing I told you to wait for? It's the Zakopane tour with thermal pools. A day trip that takes you from the city to the mountains and ends with a relaxing soak in the hot springs. How perfect is that? You'll be whisked away to the stunning Tatra Mountains, where you can explore the charming town of Zakopane, famous for its wooden architecture and unique mountain culture. After a day of fresh air and scenic views, unwind in the thermal pools. Trust me, there's no better way to end a day of adventuring than by soaking in naturally heated water while surrounded by mountains. Plus, they'll even pick you up from your hotel. It's the ultimate Krakow experience. Thanks for joining me today on this whirlwind adventure through Krakow. If you've got a favorite spot or you're planning a trip soon, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. And hey, Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Offbeat Wanderlust so you never miss an Offbeat adventure. Until next time,
Hey there, fellow wanderers! Welcome to Offbeat Wanderlust, where we dive into unique adventures across the globe. Today we're off to one of Europe's most magical cities, Prague. Did you know Prague's astronomical clock is the third oldest in the world, but the only one still working? Impressive, right? If you're planning a trip, the best time to visit is between May and September for those perfect warm but not too hot days. Getting around? Easy. Prague's trams are like a roller coaster that actually gets you somewhere. Stick around until the end because number 10 will make you book your tickets now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and all the juicy links are down below. Number 1. Medieval dinner with unlimited drinks. What's better than a delicious dinner? A medieval dinner with unlimited drinks. You'll step into a time machine and feast like royalty. This experience isn't just about food. It's a full-on medieval spectacle with sword fights, fire shows, and live music. And the drinks? Flowing non-stop like the Vltava River. It's an experience that takes dinner and a show to a whole new level, with a historic twist. So bring your appetite and maybe a suit of armor, just in case. Perfect for history buffs and anyone who thinks modern dining could use more swords. Who wouldn't want to get tipsy while watching knights battle it out? Number 2, castle tour with local guide and entry ticket. Sure, you've probably seen a castle or two, but have you walked through one with a local expert dishing out all the juicy medieval gossip? Prague Castle is a behemoth of history, art, and epic views. You'll get to stroll through palaces, churches, and gardens with your very own knowledgeable guide who knows every secret nook and cranny of this massive fortress. It's like a Game of Thrones set, minus the dragons. Plus, your entry ticket is included. No standing in long lines like a peasant. It's the perfect way to soak up Prague's history while getting those Instagram-worthy views. Number 3. Bernard Beer Spa. Fancy a spa day? How about soaking in a tub of beer? Yes, you heard right. The Bernard Beer Spa is where you get to bathe in a mixture of warm beer, hops, and brewer's yeast. It's supposed to be great for your skin and soul, although, full disclosure, you may crave pretzels afterward. While you soak, you can also drink unlimited Bernard beer straight from a tap next to your tub. It's a boozy, bubbly, totally Czech experience that'll leave you refreshed and maybe slightly tipsy. Who knew self-care could be this much fun or tasty? Number 4. Stroll across Charles Bridge at sunrise. For a free yet totally magical experience, take a sunrise stroll across the Charles Bridge. Yes, getting up early is tough, but trust me, you won't regret it. Watching the morning light hit the centuries-old statues and cobblestones while the city is still sleeping is downright enchanting. Plus, it's the only time you won't be battling selfie sticks. This bridge has been connecting the city since 1357 and is loaded with history and legends. So, while you're marveling at the sunrise, know that kings, knights, and maybe even ghosts have crossed that very same path. Number 5. Mozart Ballroom Concert with 3-course dinner. If you've ever wanted to dine like Mozart, here's your chance. Imagine enjoying a 3-course meal while being serenaded by live classical music in a grand ballroom that'll make you feel like you've stepped into the 18th century. The atmosphere is elegant, the food is divine, and the music is top-notch. It's an evening of culture, food, and a little time travel. So, dress up, raise your glass, and pretend you're one of those fancy aristocrats from back in the day. Just, with Wi-Fi. It's a night of sophistication that'll have you humming Mozart's tunes all the way back to your hotel. Number 6. Explore Vyšehrad. If you're looking to escape the crowds, head to Vyšehrad, a hidden gem perched on a hill overlooking the Vltava River. It's a historic fortress with panoramic views of the city, beautiful gardens, and some spooky legends. Vyšehrad is the perfect spot for a peaceful afternoon stroll or a lazy picnic under the trees. Don't miss the famous cemetery where many Czech cultural icons are buried. including composers and writers. You might not get a sword fight like at the medieval dinner, but the atmosphere is serene and enchanting. Plus, it's free to explore, making it a budget-friendly option with all the Instagrammable views. Number 7. Visit the John Lennon Wall. Grab a can of spray paint and head over to the John Lennon Wall, Prague's colorful tribute to peace, love, and all things Beatles. What started as a simple piece of graffiti during the communist era has grown into a vibrant, ever-changing canvas of artwork, quotes, and lyrics. Feel free to leave your own mark, whether it's a doodle or an inspiring message. It's one of those quirky spots that shows Prague's creative, rebellious side. You'll be snapping photos and humming Imagine before you know it. It's free, fun, and a little bit of street art therapy. Number 8. Paddle boating on the Vltava River. Forget crowded boat tours. How about taking matters into your own hands? Literally. Renting a paddle boat and cruising the Vltava River is a fun and relaxing way to see the city from a totally different angle. Glide under historic bridges, wave to the Charles Bridge statues, and enjoy stunning views of Prague Castle and the skyline. It's perfect for couples, families, or just anyone who wants a little break from walking. Plus, you get to work those leg muscles without even realizing it. Pro tip: pack a little picnic for the ride. It's the perfect blend of sightseeing and snacking. Number 9. Kampa Island. Kampa Island is one of Prague's most charming hidden spots. Tucked away just off Charles Bridge, this little oasis offers quiet parks, art galleries, and picturesque riverside views. It's a great place to relax, people watch, or check out the quirky sculptures like the giant babies crawling around Kampa Park. Yes, you read that right. The island is also home to the Kampa Museum, which showcases modern art. It's a wonderful mix of serenity and culture, right in the middle of the bustling city. Whether you're exploring on foot or stopping for a picnic, Kampa Island will make you feel like you found Prague's best-kept secret. Number 10. Climb Petrin Hill and Tower. And here's number 10, the grand finale. If you're up for a little adventure, make your way to Petrin Hill. You can either hike up, if you're feeling sporty, or take the funicular for a more relaxed vibe. Once at the top, you'll find Petrin Tower, Prague's very own mini Eiffel Tower. Climb the 299 steps for a jaw-dropping panoramic view of the city that'll make every step worth it. On a clear day, you can see the whole of Prague spread out like a fairy tale kingdom. It's the perfect way to wrap up your visit, feeling on top of the world, quite literally. And that's a wrap, fellow Wanderlusters. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Hopefully, your travel itch is in full swing. Prague is a city that never runs out of things to offer, whether you're a history nerd, a foodie, or someone who just loves quirky experiences. If you loved these tips, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more offbeat adventures, and make sure to like the video if we've helped you plan your next trip. All the links and details are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.
Hey there, fellow Wanderlusters. Welcome back to Offbeat Wanderlust, your ultimate guide to the world's hidden gems. Did you know that Berlin has more bridges than Venice? Yep, over 1,700 of them. The best time to visit? Late spring to early autumn, when the city is buzzing with festivals and the weather is just right for exploring. Stick around until the end, because number 10 is an absolute game changer. You won't want to miss it. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the links in the description for all the juicy details. Let's dive into the top 10 unique things to do in Berlin. Number 1. Third Reich and Cold War Walking Tour. First up, step into a time machine with the Third Reich and Cold War Walking Tour. It's like binge-watching a history documentary, but with actual walking and fewer commercials. You'll explore hidden bunkers, remnants of the Berlin Wall, and iconic sites like Checkpoint Charlie. Knowledgeable guides bring history to life with stories that'll make you say, Wait, that happened right here? It's a paid tour, but consider it an investment in mind-blowing anecdotes for your next dinner party. So, lace up those comfy shoes and get ready to walk through chapters of history you won't find in textbooks. Number 2. City Street Art Guided Walking Tour. Next on our list is the City Street Art Guided Walking Tour. Think graffiti is just vandalism? Berlin will have you thinking again. Wander through vibrant neighborhoods where every wall is a canvas and every alleyway tells a story. From colossal murals to intricate stencils, you'll witness the city's soul painted in Technicolor. You can opt for a free, self-guided stroll or join a paid tour for insider scoop on the artists behind the masterpieces. Either way, it's like stepping into an open-air art gallery, minus the snooty gallery attendants. Number 3. Hop on, hop off. Sightseeing bus, with boat options no less. It's like the Swiss Army knife of tours. Feeling footloose? Hop off at the Brandenburg Gate. Want to rest those legs? Stay on and enjoy the ride. Craving a breeze? Switch to the boat and cruise down the River Spree. This flexible, paid tour lets you see Berlin at your own pace without turning your feet into pancakes. Perfect for those who want to cover a lot of ground, or water, without breaking a sweat. Plus, who doesn't love a good double-decker bus ride? Number 4. Guided craft beer and cultural tour with snacks. Beer lovers, rejoice! The guided craft beer and cultural tour with snacks is calling your name, because what's culture without a little hops and barley, right? Visit some of Berlin's best craft breweries, sample unique brews, and munch on tasty snacks. You'll learn the art of beer making, and maybe even how to say cheers in German. It's Prost, by the way. This paid tour is not just about drinking, it's a bubbly dive into Berlin's social fabric. Just remember, it's a tasting, not a chugging contest. Pace yourselves, folks. Tata see you. Number 5. Explore Teufelsberg's abandoned spy station. Feeling adventurous? Head over to Teufelsberg, or Devil's Mountain, to explore an abandoned spy station. Built on a man-made hill of World War II rubble, this place is as intriguing as it sounds. Once used by the US for espionage during the Cold War, it's now a graffiti-covered playground with some of the best panoramic views of Berlin. For a small entrance fee, you can wander through this urban jungle that's part art gallery, part historical relic. It's like James Bond meets street artist Banksy. What's not to love? Number 6. Take a free stroll through Tiergarten. If you need a breather from Berlin's urban energy, head to Tiergarten, the city's lush green heart. It's like Berlin's answer to Central Park, but with more history and fewer squirrels. You can explore it for free, and it's perfect for picnicking, biking, or just pretending you're one of those effortlessly chic Berliners lounging by the lake. Don't miss the victory column in the middle of the park. A little cardio up the spiral staircase will reward you with a killer view. Tiergarten is a peaceful escape in the middle of a city that never really sleeps. Plus, who doesn't love a good park day? Number 7. Visit the East Side Gallery. Next up, let's get some culture at the East Side Gallery. It's not just any old wall. This is the world's largest open-air gallery, painted on what's left of the Berlin Wall. The 1.3-kilometer stretch is covered in colorful, politically charged murals from artists all over the globe. Best of all, it's totally free. Whether you're snapping a selfie with the iconic fraternal kiss or just taking in the powerful messages, this spot is a must for any art lover or history buff. Who knew that concrete could be so inspiring and Instagram-worthy? Number 8. Climb to the top of the Berlin TV Tower. Ready for a view that'll leave you speechless? Then head to the Berlin TV Tower, or Fernsehturm, for a bird's-eye look at the entire city. This 368-meter-tall structure was once a symbol of East Berlin's pride, and now it's a must-see for any tourist. The paid entrance gets you a ride up the elevator to the observation deck, where you can enjoy 360-degree views that stretch for miles. Feeling fancy? There's even a revolving restaurant. Just make sure to book tickets in advance. This spot is popular for obvious reasons. And hey, selfies from this height? Unbeatable. Number 9. Wander through the Mauer Park Flea Market. Let's go shopping, but with a twist. Mauer Park's flea market is the perfect place to find quirky souvenirs, vintage clothes, and local crafts. It's free to wander, but let's be real, you'll probably find something you just have to buy. The market is a mix of locals and tourists, and you'll often find live music, street performers, and some of the best street food around. Oh, and if you're there on a Sunday, don't miss the open-air karaoke. Yes, you read that right. Karaoke in the park. Whether you're buying or just browsing, Mauer Park is a Berlin experience like no other. Number 10. Dark Secrets of the Underworld Tour. And now for number 10, the one you've been waiting for. Drumroll, please. It's the Berlin Underworld Tour. This one's for the brave souls who want to explore Berlin's hidden underground tunnels, bunkers, and forgotten subway stations. It's a paid tour, but totally worth it for the spine-tingling stories you'll hear about Berlin's darker history. Whether it's air raid shelters or escape tunnels, this is one tour where you'll be on the edge of your seat the entire time. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to feel like Indiana Jones for a day? And there you have it. 10 incredible things to do in Berlin that'll make your trip unforgettable. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you loved this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more Offbeat adventures. All the links to the tours and activities we mentioned are down in the description, so go ahead and start planning your Berlin escape. This is Offbeat Wanderlust, signing off. Until our next wild journey, safe travels. Welcome back to Offbeat Wanderlust, your ultimate guide to exploring the world's hidden gems and underrated hotspots. If you love wandering off the beaten path, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we have some seriously cool adventures lined up. Links to everything I talk about today are in the description, so don't worry about taking notes. Now, if you've ever been to Istanbul, you know this city is a magical blend of ancient history, vibrant culture, mouth-watering food, and cats. Seriously, there are so many cats in Istanbul, and they practically rule the city. But in between meeting these furry locals, you've got to experience the best this city has to offer. Stick around because you don't want to miss out on some hidden gems we'll cover at the end, like the best neighborhoods and cafes where you can relax and sip Turkish tea while surrounded by centuries of history. Let's get started. Number 1. Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque. Let's kick things off with the obvious, but trust me, even the obvious in Istanbul is unforgettable. The Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque are basically the Beyoncé and Jay-Z of historic landmarks in Istanbul. Both are located right across from each other in Sultanahmet Square, so you can easily visit them on the same day. The Hagia Sophia has this incredible blend of Christian and Islamic history, from its days as a cathedral to its time as a mosque. And now it's a museum, and a functioning mosque again. Meanwhile, the Blue Mosque, with its 6 minarets and stunning interior, covered in over 20,000 blue tiles, is just breathtaking. And hey, they're both free to visit. Just be sure to check prayer times to avoid the crowds, and dress modestly, because, you know, respect the culture. Number 2. Basilica Cistern Tour. Alright, time to head underground. Istanbul has its fair share of secrets, and the Basilica Cistern is one of the coolest. This eerie, atmospheric underground water reservoir was built by the Byzantines in the 6th century. Walking through the dimly lit corridors, with water dripping from the ceiling, you'll feel like you're in a James Bond movie. Literally, because scenes from Russia with Love were filmed here. Look out for the Medusa heads at the base of 2 columns, a total mystery that historians still debate about. It's a paid attraction, but worth every penny, especially if you're into mysterious ancient architecture. Trust me, the vibe here is something you'll never forget. Number 3. Fener Balat and Old Greek and Jewish Quarter Tour. Now let's take it off the tourist path and dive deep into the colorful history of Istanbul's Fener and Balat neighborhoods. These areas were home to Istanbul's Greek and Jewish communities for centuries, and the vibrant houses, cobblestone streets, and crumbling churches still tell their story. You'll see some of the city's oldest synagogues, churches, and markets. And of course, there's the Instagram-famous Rainbow Steps. A guided tour is the best way to explore these quarters because they're packed with stories and hidden gems that you'd otherwise miss. Plus, you'll be snapping photos non-stop because every corner is ridiculously picturesque. Number 4. Shopping on Istiklal Caddesi. Who's up for some shopping? Istiklal Caddesi, or Istiklal Avenue, is the beating heart of modern Istanbul and where you'll get your retail therapy fix. Picture this. Over a mile of shops, boutiques, cafes, and street performers. Everything from international brands to Turkish specialties. It's super lively, especially on weekends. And if you need a break from shopping, hop on the old-school red tram that runs the length of the street. Bonus tip. Check out the side streets where you'll find smaller, more eclectic shops selling local art, antiques, and unique fashion. It's basically a treasure hunt in the middle of a bustling city. Number 5. Guided traditional Turkish bath experience. Okay, time to relax and get scrubbed like you've never been scrubbed before. I'm talking about a traditional Turkish bath or hammam experience. You've got to try it at least once while you're in Istanbul. Picture lying on a heated marble slab in a centuries-old bathhouse, as a professional bath attendant gives you the deepest exfoliation of your life. It's like a workout for your skin. There are plenty of options around the city, like the famous Semberlitas Hammam. But if you want something less touristy, ask around for local favorites. You'll walk out feeling like a new person, squeaky clean and totally relaxed. Number 6. Galata Tower. For one of the best views in the city, head to Galata Tower. This medieval stone tower has been standing since the 14th century and offers a 360-degree panoramic view of Istanbul. From the top, you'll see the Bosphorus Strait, the Golden Horn, and both the European and Asian sides of the city. It's a popular spot, so I'd recommend going early or at sunset for the best experience. There's a small fee to go up, but it's worth it for the killer views and the Insta-worthy photos you'll get. Just be prepared for some stairs. Hey, think of it as your cardio for the day. Number 7. Europe and Asian side. Guided Instagram Spots Tour want to hit all of Istanbul's most Instagrammable spots in one go? There's a guided tour that covers the best photo ops on both the European and Asian sides of the city. You'll visit iconic locations like Ortaköy Mosque, with the Bosphorus Bridge in the background, the stunning Maiden's Tower, and some colorful hidden gems in Karaköy and Moda. You get to cross the Bosphorus on a ferry, which is an experience in itself. And you'll have a local guide who knows all the secret angles for those perfect snaps. This tour is a must if your camera roll is your travel diary. Number 8. Bosphorus Dinner Cruise. Unlimited drinks and show. How about dinner with a view and a show? Hop on a Bosphorus dinner cruise where you can enjoy the twinkling lights of the city, the Bosphorus Bridge, and some seriously stunning waterfront mansions. Most of these cruises offer unlimited drinks. Yep, you heard that right. And traditional Turkish entertainment like belly dancing and folk music. It's a little bit of luxury, and after a long day of sightseeing, sitting back with a drink in hand while gliding down the Bosphorus is just chef's kiss. Plus, you'll get to see Istanbul's skyline from a completely different perspective. Number 9. Best neighborhoods to explore. Let's dive into some of Istanbul's coolest neighborhoods, each offering a unique vibe. Kadıköy, this hip, artsy spot on the Asian side, is perfect for laid-back vibes, street art, and great food. Moda within Kadıköy is a must for seaside strolls, quirky shops, and cozy cafes like Faraway Cafe. The area's buzzing nightlife includes rooftop bars and craft beer pubs, and the Karakoy market is a food lover's paradise. Balat and Fener. These historic neighborhoods are packed with colorful homes and cobblestone streets. Once home to Istanbul's Jewish and Greek communities, they're now known for their vibrant charm and hidden gems like rainbow-colored steps and cozy spots like Cafe Naftal in K, where cats roam freely. You'll find rich history at every turn, including old churches, synagogues, and antique shops. Nişantaşı. For an upscale vibe, head to Nişantaşı, where designer boutiques and chic cafes rule the streets. Abdi İpekçi Street is perfect for luxury shopping, while cafes like House Cafe and Beymen Brasserie offer stylish spots to relax. With its elegant architecture and European feel, Nişantaşı is perfect for a taste of the finer things. Karakoy. Once a gritty port, Karakoy is now one of the trendiest areas with cool art galleries, chic cafes like Karabatak, and rooftop bars like Merver. It's a hotspot for creatives and night owls, offering a mix of street art, historic buildings, and incredible views over the Bosphorus. Each neighborhood has its own unique flavor, so make sure to explore them all to truly experience Istanbul. Number 10. Best cafes in Istanbul. Let's talk cafes, because if there's one thing Istanbul does right, it's offering the perfect spots to unwind with a cup of tea or coffee. Whether you want stunning views, cozy interiors, or a unique experience, this city has it all. First up, Pierre Loti Cafe, perched atop a hill, offers unbeatable views of the Golden Horn. It's the perfect spot to sip Turkish tea while taking in the scenery. Want something with a more retro vibe? Head to Faraway Cafe in Moda, Kadıköy. With its vintage decor and artsy atmosphere, it's the go-to for creatives and daydreamers. For something trendier, Karabatak in Kadıköy is a favorite among locals and tourists alike. The coffee is excellent, and the setting is a mix of industrial and cozy, perfect for a break in between exploring the neighborhood's galleries and shops. Now, if you're wandering through the colorful streets of Balat, don't miss Cafe Naftal in K. This quirky little spot is packed with charm and cats. It's the ultimate blend of relaxation and feline company. And over in Üsküdar, you'll find Nevmekan Baglar, a library cafe hybrid. It's the ideal place to recharge after a busy day, offering a peaceful space to sip coffee surrounded by books and art. Each cafe has its own unique character, so whether you're looking for breathtaking views or a cozy nook to unwind, Istanbul's cafe scene has something for everyone. And that wraps up our list of 10 unforgettable experiences in Istanbul. I hope this video has you ready to pack your bags and explore everything this magical city has to offer. Don't forget to subscribe to Offbeat Wanderlust for more travel inspiration, and give this video a thumbs up if you're dreaming of Istanbul. Let me know in the comments if you've got any must-see spots or hidden gems that I missed. Until next time, keep wandering and stay curious. See you in the next adventure.